Hello folks and welcome to a brand new video by me, Tactical Mac 7 on YouTube. This is Mac Tactics. This is the 532, as you can see on the screen. This is a meta 532. It's designed and built for high elo players. It's meant for Elite 1 and 2 divisions. I'm going to take it into Elite in a minute and I'm going to show you the gameplay. So it's designed really to kind of fit into the meta, to push the meta. It's really designed to help you win weekend league matches again. I like doing meta formations for you guys that really want to like lean into that, but I also like doing formations for people that want to have just like a good time on the game. That was what I've put out this week, and what will be out next week as well, because we've got a cheeky one coming out, a collab with Victoria's Secrets, Beth from the Discord. We've been working on a nice 4-3-3 variant, playing really well, so I'm going to put that out. That might be an extra one this weekend, or it might come out on Monday. If it comes out this weekend, then I'll have something else for you for Monday. But yeah, let's get into this one and show you how it is. You can see my team is not overly meta. Poacher with ++, playmaker with ++, box to box, but she should really be playmaker, but you know. And then holding. I bought Patry and Patelis at rewards. I still need to upgrade my fullbacks, and Ruben Diaz is too slow overall, but he's winged by really fast defenders, so I'm quite happy with that. Howard is the goalkeeper that I have because he's untradeable. Bailey, I'm playing up in the false 9 because he's got the roll plus. I could really do with a better false 9, if I'm honest. But it is and it is. You'll see in the elite gameplay how I might get beat. If I'm honest, I'm gonna play about 3 games and then I'll pick the best one and I'll make the video on it. But I'll lose a lot in elite. I think we all lose a lot at the moment. So we've got custom preset, obviously 5-3-2 holding, short passing, and high defensive approach, 73. Now you could take this up to 95 quite comfortably, or you could drop this down to 48 quite comfortably. It completely depends on where you like it to be. I've got it at 73 at the moment because that seems to be a sweet spot for me with this formation. Other formations I'm playing 95. With the player rules, we have Bailey on the false 9 and build up. We have Berbatov on the poacher and attack, Bonmati on the playmaker with roaming, Patry on the holding and defend, Patelis on the box to box and balanced, Madsen wingback balanced, Boro wingback balanced, King defender, Van de Veen defender defend, and then Diaz as a stopper. Now whoever is your stopper, if this game goes to the full 90 minutes, your stopper almost always needs to be replaced. And that's just because the stopper steps up and is more active and looking for interceptions and is moving more on the pitch. So just bear that in mind. Have another defender on the bench just in case you're going to need them. So you can see down in the bottom left, you can see intense pressing, patient build-up, and team hardly breaks a sweat. What we're negative on is isolated front line, lacking wide options, and compressed team. So we are really compressed in the middle. We force the opponent to go down the outside, and our wing-backs provide the attack, but we don't have them going forward. So we just have to be careful with that. What else? Sorry if I'm sounding a bit funny. I've just been to the dentist. That's why this video's a bit late. Wanted to get the dentist over and done with. I hate the dentist. I have so much respect for dentists, but I hate them as well. So this team is going to play. For me, I try and play through the middle. Bonmati and Patelis give me slight kind of mid-width options, and my wingbacks push on. They won't both push on together. One of them will push on depending on the side I'm on, which we kind of lose a little bit in big switches, but we gain a lot in our defensive solidity. Having players with pace on either side of your central defender is really, really important, I find, as well. So, let's get into some gameplay and see how it plays. Oh, like, subscribe, and comment, and all that good stuff, because, yeah, you guys are amazing. Right, yes, I'm an idiot. I forgot to press record straight away. So, we're into the gameplay. It's not a division, not elite division game. I went into a game out of it and then realised, oh, I've not qualified for weekend league, so it's one of my weekend league games. This guy was decent, but we do end up with a first half win, so it works out quite well for the video. He tries these wee over the top through balls, which a lot of people use now. They're quite OP, they're good. I like them. I do it here, but his defense is really good. Hakimi caused me a lot of problems actually. I've not used that card, but it did seem very, very good. So we're just starting off. We're trying to win the ball back. We're keeping our shape. You see how narrow our middle three become. We win it with King. We lose it in the middle there. We win it back and lose it again. And he gets on a nice wee break. But my right back coming back makes a good tackle. This is one of my problems at the moment. I don't know if anybody else is finding this, but this is one of the things that I seem to be doing wrong quite a lot. I think it has something to do with my passing settings, but here I'm trying to play a pass into Patry. Oh no, actually I'm trying to play a pass into Patelis, and it goes like it's going to Bailey, so it's missing out. So I feel like that's happening quite a lot with me. I don't know if anybody else is having that problem, but I do need to look at my settings to figure out what's wrong with that. So we win the ball back. Now we've got space in the middle. We get to Berbatov. We come back inside. We go back to Bomati. We use the overlap in fullback. And we play a lovely little ball through to Alexis Patelis. We wait for him to move his keeper. And then we just knock it in the other side. And this is something you will see a lot with this formation is your midfield, your two midfielders, your box-to-box and your playmaker will both score a lot of goals for you, or at least get a lot of assists for you. They'll put up numbers based on where they are playing and how they are playing and how aggressive they can be. You see here how we're defending. Our back five sits as a back five, our CDM sits in front of them, and our two centre mids. So we've only got two up front, and we don't have width. We do really miss out on these areas, but we're defensively really, really, really difficult to break down. And we have lots of options when we attack. So again, we're just waiting to get that ball. It does a wee over the top through ball. My right back falls over, but King comes across and is really aggressive to win it back. We go out wide left, then we immediately switch back to wide right, so we're pushing and pulling his team across the way. It still exists. If you might not have noticed that there, but in this point here, I send my right back on a run to distract him. We find the ball into Berbatov, then we use him because we've got him nice and high, and that's how we create width. Good header from Bailey. That is the best way we can create width, by using our wing backs as a first man and second man move. That's a really poor ball with me. I need to get 5-star weak-footed players up top. I think I'm missing that. So I need someone who's got 5-star weak foot. That's just the way I play. I probably would take 5-star weak foot over 5-star skills. I know I'm weird like that. Most people would want 5-star skills over 5-star weak foot. But I'm not a big 5-star skiller. There he does a lovely little dink over, and this is where you see my defense. If I don't have Van de Ven there, I struggle with pace. Really struggle with pace. I'll take that back just so you see it again. So here, he's away from me. Now my left back just doesn't have enough pace. Without Van de Ven in that position, I'm going to be struggling. We get back, we track him. We've given him that way to goal just because I feel confident with Howard at that near post. I'm not going to move him. And I had defenders covering across the goal. That's why we gave him that run in. We take Bailey out wide. Find a lovely ball to Bomati, who just bursts through the space between the defender and the fullback and scores our second. So we're 2-0 up after 20 minutes, and we're doing quite well. I'll pause it here so you can just see how the team moves directly from kickoff. So our back five is narrow. Our middle three are a nice wee triangle. Our front two are a nice space apart in these gaps. So if we do get the opportunity to play a through ball, we've got both sides we can go down. They do all take up really nice positions, and part of that is the rolls plus and the rolls plus plus. Once it's out wide, we switched our fullback and we track. Then we're just covering the passing, go out and put a wee bit of pressure on him. Does another lovely little dink across to Hakimi, who's very attacking, probably a wing back or attacking wing back. He tries that through ball again. I had already read it, but again, like this is the problem with having no pace in your fullback. I read it. He plays it in here. I read it. I start running with him. I've got the run on him, but he somehow gets ahead of me. And that's what I'm finding a lot with these guys. That's why I'm having to, partly why I'm having to play the 5 back. There, I get super lucky. Pretty sure that's a penalty. But we get away, we get the break. Bomati in midfield, lovely touch. We can do a wee bit sprinting, then we're going to LB. No, we don't in this one. Terrible ball. Terrible ball. I can't keep saying it, but I do really need to change the left back and right back. Lovely through ball there. Let's look at that again, because that's the difference when you've got someone like Patelis on your team. When she wins back the ball here, this ball is just perfectly weighted. 5-star weak foot. Dink into Berbatov and the acrobatic finish. So we're 3-0 up. And that's just from the high press, not giving him any time on the ball. And we get 3-0 up within half an hour. Now, is this the point? There we go. So I think there's another goal in this before he does weird things, and I'll just stop the video. Again, that we clip over the top. This time Thuram takes a big touch inside. Lovely running from Diego Jota. And Howard comes up with a big save. Poro. But again, big switch out, which is something I do a lot with my wing backs. Driven ball into Berbatov. I'm watching. Now I'm sending Poro on a run again. He's tracking him. I don't use him. I find that space for Bailey to burst through. And dink it into the top corner. And that was enough for him. He pauses it. He wastes a full 30 seconds. And then he comes back in. And he just sits and sits and sits and sits. Kicks off. I don't know what he's doing here. I don't know what he's trying. I don't know if I think he was, I don't know. And then basically he just quits. Here. And that's fine. Because we don't mind about that. And that's the tactics. That's how they play. Defensively, super sound. Lots of triangles in the middle. There's a reason the pros are using this. There's a reason the pros are using this in the 4-2-1-2. CDM cam is creating triangles in different areas of the pitch. Really fun for me, especially when I'm playing really good players in Elite or I'm playing really good players in Weekend League. That's when I like this formation. And the 5-4-1. So, yeah, if you want to be getting high ranks, I would suggest this. If you're in high divisions, I would suggest this. And if you just want to give it a try, go for it. You'll love it. Right, let's get into my final roundup. Have fun. So there you go. The 5-3-2. That was a Weekend League qualification game. I eventually decided to put on because the Elite is just boring. It really is. You don't get to see much. So in that one, at least you got to see me defending, and at least you got to see me attacking. What you will have probably noticed as well, that my wingbacks are not strong enough. They're not good enough for this game yet. They do get outrun and they get outmuscled, which is a little bit annoying. But I think the way EA are pushing the power curve so quickly, we are going to see. I think gold cards are going to quickly phase out, which is really annoying because I bought Patelis because she's such a good card to have in your team, but I think even her and Bomati, who are packed, I'm going to struggle to keep them in the team. Patriot I picked up right before they patched the long ball thing. She's not in the game in my team for that. She's in the game because she can play CDM, and she's a good card. Yeah, so that's the formation. You can see it's very meta. It's very much the formation. The 5-4-1 and the 5-2-1-2 are very much the formations you want to play if you want to be leaning into the meta right now. And don't let anybody give you any grief about that. You'll get messages like 5 at the back, rat, or whatever. People are just fed up. People are annoyed. But the way EA have coded this game and produced this game is that defensive AI is super strong. Attacking AI isn't as strong. Unless you get players like Bomati and Patelis and Bomati, because you've seen from the gameplay how they can make those late runs, and that's what other players aren't doing. Our strikers, you've seen Bailey pop up with a goal, but you see even the false 9 plus doesn't give him that overall edge in that false 9 position. I really need someone better. The pluses are just so good. They really are. Having a ++ on the defender and stopper positions really sets this defence up. And then Van de Ven just has the pace to catch anybody. So yeah, this game, I'm sad to say this, but this game is really pushing pay to win, and it's really pushing having the best players in every position, and you're not going to be able to use the players that you want all the time, because we are going to be going for formations that are meta, and we're going to be going for roles that are meta. So I think that's why EA have brought in player roles, because it's going to make some cards really, really desirable, which then pushes the price of those cards up, which in turn pushes people into spending money on the game. And I would ask you guys, just if you've got disposable income and you're happy to spend it on the game, you can do that. That's your choice. And I'll never criticize anybody for doing that. But if you're younger and you have more important things in your life, then yeah, please think carefully about putting money into this game, because there's no reward for it. The leap between good players and elite players is too big to cover just with packs. That's how I really feel now. So give this a go if you're playing Weekend League. Play this in the Division 1, 2 and Elite. If you really want to be grinding, yeah, that's what it's for. And try and have fun with it. It's you're going to win games. Take fun in that. Yeah. So play this game while it's fun. If it stops being fun, stop playing the game. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.